All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we are going to be in the 147-pound division, where two of the best welterweights in this century have made public statements that I do believe are related to one another. And that is Terence "Bud" Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Terence Crawford said something on Twitter. Floyd Mayweather Jr. said something that was referring to Terence Crawford and a whole lot of other fighters in a conversation that took an interview that he gave yesterday. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division, where Terence Crawford lashes out at boxing fans of his own persuasion once again, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. makes an assertion that there's only three big names in boxing, and according to his logic, Terence Crawford ain't one of them. So before I get into the specifics of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much. Shout out to Barbara D, shout out to Deborah Booker, shout out to Aisha, shout out to Queen Vaughn, all the ladies that come by the chat. Thank you guys for your support. Mattio, thank you for your support. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like this. Great way to support any content provider and to give you the information that they want, to give you the type of content that you like. But let's get into this because we have some big fights coming up this year. And Terence Crawford is probably the #1 guy in boxing right now who I'm looking forward to his next fights. Obviously, the next fight that he has is with the rematch with Errol Spence Jr., presumably at 154 pounds. He comes out and puts this cryptic tweet out about it's always your own people, is pretty much it's always your own people that bring you down. You know, every time. Now, I found that funny because I hear a lot of things come from Terence Crawford, where Terence Crawford is down on his own people, despite his own people being primarily the #1 support system that he has. However, Floyd Mayweather Jr. at the same time says something that made me immediately think of Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. And that was like, look, man, these guys think that they're these big stars, and they're not. They make a couple $1 million and they think that they're big stars, but they're not really big stars. There's only a couple or three big stars in the entire sport of boxing, and those guys are #1, Canelo Alvarez, #2, Gervonta Davis, and then #3, he puts Ryan Garcia in there, but I think Ryan Garcia is put in there because he's standing next to Floyd. But at the same time, he did crazy numbers, as Floyd said about him, did crazy numbers with Gervonta Davis. So the connection between the two for me is this. Terence Crawford fits that bill of what Floyd Mayweather Jr. has said. So does Devin Haney. So does Teofimo Lopez, where they have accomplished a lot in the ring. They've won a lot of belts. All three of those guys, for me, are undisputed champions. Terence Crawford is a 2-time undisputed champion. Devin and Teofimo Lopez are 1-time undisputeds. And I'm telling you, I'm going to say that forever and ever and ever, because eventually people are going to stop and think. Many people are going to stop and think about why I say Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, and understand that the fact that people say he's not is indicative of a very, very big problem in boxing. And that big problem is that you have promotional companies and media outlets who are swaying the minds of boxing fans and taking them away from any semblance of an objective criteria for what a champion is. A champion, one guy can do one thing and he'll be an undisputed champion, but the next guy does the same thing and he's not. 1 year you need 3, the next year you need 4. 5 years from now, you need 5 belts to become the undisputed champion. Sooner or later, listening to these media people, you're going to be in the 6th, 7th. We're going to be in the 6, 7 belt division, 6 or 7 belt era for undisputed, which means we will never get a champion. But anyway, an undisputed champion. But regardless, one of the things also that the boxing media does is that they make you believe that certain fighters are really, really big draws and they are really what people are interested in seeing. And unfortunately for Terence Crawford never fit that bill for the boxing media. And the boxing media, who should have supported him his entire career and talked about how excellent a fighter he is and bigged him up to boxing fans, casual and hardcore fans alike, but never did it because he was over there with Top Rank, and Top Rank decided, no, we're going to put our media push behind Vasily Lomachenko. We're going to put our media before that. We're putting our media push behind Manny Pacquiao. And after Lomachenko lost, we're putting our media push behind Teofimo Lopez. Right. And then you have the Boxing Writers Association of America and rags like ESPN, like Ring Magazine and ESPN's writer, Mike Coppinger, who, when Terence Crawford does the absolute best that he's done in his career, I think the best year of his career, he doesn't win it. He doesn't win their Fighter of the Year. And matter of fact, he doesn't just give up, not win the Fighter of the Year. He doesn't even finish second place. He finished second place to Devin Haney, which is ridiculous. How in the world, right? Well, it's because it's not your own people that get you in the end. It is people that don't like you that get you in the end. Now, if you trust people and you have a bunch of yes men around you and you have sycophants around you, then yes, your sycophants eventually, who are playing you the entire time, will let you down, because when it's time to support you, they won't be there to support you, and you will never develop yourself to get the full credit that you really believe that you want. And in Terence Crawford's situation, I believe that he deserves too, and therefore he will. But that is why he's in a scenario that Floyd Mayweather Jr. talks about, where you have people that have a lot of belts, but they are not really big stars. The biggest example of that is Terence Crawford. The second biggest example of that is Devin Haney. Devin Haney is somebody who has sycophants all around him, telling him that everything he says is going over with flying colors. But it's not, and it is turning off a lot of boxing fans. And when he put it to the test, he got 50,000 pay-per-views and did not sell out in San Francisco when he fought in his family's hometown, despite the fact that his team said that he did. At a point in time, reality is going to be reality. Fiction is going to be fiction. But I certainly hope that cats start doing what, at least recognizing what they need to do. And that is, they need to do what it is that Floyd Mayweather Jr. did with Gervonta Tank Davis, and what actually the PBC and Golden Boy did with Canelo Alvarez. You have to find somebody you have to be exceptionally talented. You have to be exceptionally exciting inside the ring, and you have to be matched up in very interesting matchups. But without all three of those things, it's really not going to happen. And if you look at the people that I'm talking about, and you got to win, obviously, some of those things ain't taking place. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.